The draft took place last night. Troy Weaver joins us now to explain what the Pistons did. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Oh, well, always good to talk to you, Troy, as you know. In this draft with this selection, we in our business, because we don't watch a lot of overtime elite basketball, we just see highlights and read. So honestly, I don't think any of us are qualified to sit there and say, oh, this was a great pick, this was a horrible pick. We don't know. What was it about Ausar Thompson that you saw that said, he's got to be my guy that, as you said earlier this week, going to swing for the fences with?
No, I mean, a tremendous young man. We put a lot of time into getting to know the person, great human being. But he has great physical gifts, size and athleticism. He has a defensive prowess, and we think he has a chance to be a big-time two-way player. But he has all the ingredients to be successful in today's NBA with his size and versatility and athleticism.
What's the challenge, and how do you evaluate when you're looking at a guy like, and you're looking at both of the Thompson twins playing for overtime elite, and you're unsure of the talent, the level of talent that they're playing against? How do you understand and determine what's real and what's not?
Well, the measurables and the size and athleticism, that's real. The competition, obviously it's not, college ball or European league, but it's still competition. And it's a little tougher to judge for sure. But the things that never change is the measurables. John, if a guy's playing at a Division I AA school and he's 6'7", 325, and he's a left tackle, it doesn't matter who he's playing against, he has the measurables. Mm-hmm. The Thompson twins had the measurables, and it's just pulling back the layers on it to find out what else is there. But the measurables stand out.
The comp people have been talking about is Andre Iguodala. Is that accurate?
Well, yes. I think there are a lot of similarities. I looked at it that way. Swiss Army knife with athleticism, two-way player. I mean, that comp is someone that people could kind of compare to Ausar going forward.
The criticism has been he's not a really good outside shooter. I use the word yet. Are you confident that can get better, or is that a legitimate criticism of him?
No, we think the shooting is we'll get there. So yeah, I'm with you on the yet. So I think the shooting will get there for sure. He's a worker, and he'll be in the gym tirelessly, making sure that that's not a problem for him going forward. But the shooting stroke is there, and putting time in work, he'll make sure that that's a strength, not a weakness.
Maybe you could paint us a picture. What's your vision of seeing Ausar out there along with Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, and the rest of the guys that are already on this roster? What does that picture look like if you could, look into your crystal ball in a few months? What are we going to see?
No, I mean, he gives us versatility that allows us to play big, allows us to play small. We really didn't have an athlete with that kind of size. He can take a lot of pressure off of our perimeter players being able to stick the best player like Livers does as well. Just giving us another wing defender that can guard on the perimeter, another guy that can make plays with the ball and get downhill. So we think it's a great fit with our young core.
They're going to be fast as hell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he got to get up and down, but this guy, he he makes us definitely more athletic.
And then you made a deal to get it back into the first round with Marcus Sasser. And I've read comps between Lindsey Hunter and Patrick Beverly. Sasser, we've seen play in college. Tenacious defender and obviously a really good outside shooter, can light it up from three. How's he fit in?
No, we're really excited about and Marcus can really shoot the ball, can really defend. He's tough. Biggest thing is this guy's a winner. He brings a winning mentality, winning attitude. He's a stabilizing personality. Even though he'll be a young player, he'll be a stabilizer for us. That's the way he plays. He could play with all our guards because he can space, throw, and shoot it, and he can guard the ball. So we're really excited about adding him to our mix, and he's going to bring a lot of great Piston qualities to Detroit.
When you talk about those Piston qualities, I hear intangibles. And one of the things that we saw from Marcus Sasser, especially in the tournament, was his ability or willingness to go out there and play hobbled up a little bit. How much does those other qualities, other than just, his three-point percentage or his speed, the measurables, how about the immeasurables, how much did that play a factor into selecting Marcus Sasser?
Yeah, he brings great intangibles to our group. That really stood out. John, he's one of those foxhole guys. He brings it every day. He's ready to play. He's going to push the group forward, and you always want guys that add to the group. And these two young men, they add to the group. We won't have to bring them along. They'll jump right in and add to the culture and help move us forward.
248-539-9797. I do want to ask you about the free agency without giving names, because I know you won't. You still plan to be active in free agency, and is the biggest need free agency outside shooting, especially the wing, the 3-and-D type of player?
Yeah, we're definitely going to be active in free agency and try to continue to add to the ball club. Shooting is always on the front of every NBA team's core. Everybody wants to add shooting. We will as well. I mean, we like our veteran shooters with Bogdanovich and Burks, but we'd like to add some more shooting if we could. Sasser. That adds to our shooting, and we have some, getting livers healthy for a season. That'll add to our shooting, getting Cade back. But definitely, shooting profile is something we'll definitely vet out.
When we talked to Monty Williams, he mentioned in the next few weeks, the next few months, he's going to have to identify, and the players are going to have to understand what the identity of this team will be. What do you think? Where is it now, and what do you think what do you want that identity to be?
A disciplined defensive team that brings it every night and plays unselfishly, and that's what Coach Williams and the staff I want to create that culture every day, and we're excited about formalizing that, but we got the right guys to come in here and get that done, so we're excited about it.
Troy Weaver joined us on the Stoney and Jansen program. You guys, you always told us, you can't have too many bigs because of the East. You guys have 4 off the top of my head. Do you anticipate them all coming back next year?
Yes, absolutely. Last year, we never had them all together. Injuries and whatnot. So it's a long season. Now we have complete depth, and that's what you need to get through a season. You look at the playoffs, teams that stand at the end are the teams that are healthy. There were some teams that went down the playoff because of their health, and no, we anticipate having all those guys ready to go.
We know that the roster construction is, it's still under construction. We don't know what's going to happen in free agency, but what are, for fans' expectations for this upcoming season, what should they be?
I think Coach Williams will come in and galvanize this group and set the tone of what the Pistons will look like going forward. That's our number one goal, is create an identity of what we expect every night, every day of our Piston team. And I think the fans can be excited about what the identity is going to be, what we just spoke about, and let the chips fall. But we're excited about our group, our team, and building this identity. But we're going to be a group that plays hard and defends, and we'll play with discipline. And we're going to be competitive every night.
Do you feel any pressure about, I don't know, maybe not at least getting to like the play-in game, or is this just part of the restoration process? It's just going to take longer than fans want it to take?
No, I mean, we'll land where we land. I wouldn't limit us to a play-in game, or, say 30 wins, or a play-in game, or, I mean, I'm not going to limit us.
Right.
I mean, if we play well enough to be somewhere else, so be it. But no preconceived notions on where we think the team will be. We're going to get in here and roll our sleeves up and push to be the best version of ourselves.
Obviously, you didn't get the number one pick, but I'm just curious because we were debating, earlier in the program about Wembanyama. I mean, you obviously scouted him pretty heavily before the lottery. Is this kid actually going to be as unbelievable as people think?
I definitely believe so.
Which kind of makes it, like watching the draft last night as a fan, I was sitting there going, oh my God, this guy's 7'5".
Does he have Hall of Fame potential?
Yeah, that's at minimum. I think the guy can be as good as we've seen. I'm happy for the league. I'm happy for him, happy for his family, but happy for the players to get a chance to compete against this kind of player. The guys that played in the Jordan era all talk about, playing against him, and now his group will talk about being able to play against this guy. So it's exciting times in the NBA to welcome, this guy to the league, and I know our guys will be excited to play against him as well.
God, he looks so much better in red, white, and blue than black and silver. That's for damn sure. Final thing for me. You were asked last night, and we actually kind of touched on it a little bit a few minutes earlier, with Ausar Thompson, how hard it is to evaluate because of who he played, and you made the Halle Berry analogy. So I'll ask you, which Halle Berry is better, Swordfish, Monsters Ball, or Flintstones, just to name three?
Wasn't she Catwoman too?
Yeah, well, I can't list. She was a lot of things. I'm not going to list every storm. She was in tons of it.
Yeah.
Boomerang. I mean, for the early in her career.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got them all. It's a good question. There's actually another movie I forgot when she was a mom. I forgot the name of that one. But anywho, the point was, you know something different when you see it. So Ausar, like I said, the competition really didn't matter. It was all about him. So excited to have that young man, and we look forward to getting going with him soon here in Summer League.
All right. Now, I know Ausar's going to meet the media later today. Hopefully, I'll see you down there. And thanks, as always, for joining us. And we'll talk to you before the season, if not
Troy.
sooner, after you get some great free agent, right?
No, we appreciate it. We're excited about free agency, and I appreciate you guys.
All right, thanks. Appreciate it. Troy Weaver, Stoney and Jansen, 97 won the ticket.